Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. Today, the 8th of January of 2020. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. And wow, everyone, what's going on in the world? What is going on in the US? My heart goes out to all of you. We know, astrologically speaking, that things are very interchangeable right now. We're on a roller coaster, and it's going to be going up until, and I wouldn't be surprised, till beginning of March. But we're in the eye of the storm right now, everyone. So as Mars is coming up to Uranus, Mars has now moved into Taurus, and it's as soon as it's ingressed into Taurus, so a couple of days ago, so on the 6th, when all that craziness happened in the US, with people storming into the Capitol, and of course democracy is under siege, under danger, okay? The democracy of the world, not only the US, okay? So as soon as Mars moved into Taurus, as I said, which Mars is in full in Taurus, doesn't enjoy being there because it rules, obviously it rules Aries and Scorpio. Uranus is also not happy in the sign of Taurus, and Uranus is like, it's all about rebelling, it's bringing change, it's the tower moment. And as Mars is coming into to conjoin closer, you know, it's coming closer and closer as Uranus is at roughly 6 degrees there. Remember, Uranus speaks of freedom as well. The pressure is building, fire and air. Okay, so God help us, God help the world in what's going on. Anyway, that's enough about what's going on there. Let's look at today's reading, the energies we're working with today. So calling on Spirit. What is the Karma Dharma place, Spirit? 8th of January of 2021. And also just pointing out, we're still in the Capricorn season. Happy birthday if it is your birthday. I'm sure there's a lot of pressure for you, for people around you. Everyone has Capricorn somewhere in their chart, and it's not only Capricorn, obviously, that has been going through a lot. It's all the cardinal signs. So Capricorn, Cancer, which is right across, Aries, and obviously Libra, and of course Taurus, who is hosting Uranus and Mars at this time. So we're all affected. We're all under this umbrella, obviously, some people more than others. And we're going to have a new moon, everyone, on the 13th of January in the sign of Capricorn at the 23rd degree, which is the degree where Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter came together on beginning of January of 2020. That's what I've been speaking about recently, that this is like the echo, the tail end of the storm of the year 2020. Even though, yes, we have moved out of 2020, there has been a major shift with Saturn and Jupiter now moving into Aquarius. But, and I'm going to say Aquarius is also, of course, challenged because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, right? But yes, this is sort of like the passing over, because Venus is now going to move into Capricorn. The Sun is still in Capricorn, right? Mercury is just coming out of Capricorn, so there's still Pluto there. We've got the Sun there, right? We've still got a lot of Capricorn energies, which is like it's going over what happened back then in 2020, in the beginning of 2020, that eclipse, that massive eclipse that we had 10th of January. So yes, the Sun is still at the 18th degree. Pluto is at 24. Mercury is at the last, actually as I'm doing this reading, Mercury is ingressing into Aquarius. But remember that the Sun is going to come up to that 22nd, 23rd degree. Pluto's at 24 now, so Mercury's just conjoined recently, past couple of days, with Pluto. So, and Venus is at the last minutes of Sagittarius. She's ready to do the work as well as she's ingressing into Capricorn. Okay, so let's take the Karma Dharma position for today, or whenever you're watching this reading. And we have Justice. Love to see that. That's beautiful. Libra is all about justice, fairness, anything to do with courts, anything to do with legalities, relationships, and karma, of course, dharma. So whatever karma we've been working with, this could be a time of getting ready to receive our justice. Other people are going to receive their karma for deeds that were not in integrity. Okay, this is the justice system. This is fairness. It's ruled by Venus. Let's take the divine spread, everyone, and see what's going on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangels. Remember that Venus rules Libra, but she's more spiritual. She's more about an ethereal love. Could be a spiritual love as well. And spiritual love does not mean only a relationship. It could speak of, you know, an awakening to spiritual love in general, okay? So there's many things that Venus in Libra stands for. Let's see what the reading is about. So at the foundation, we have the King of Wands. He's at the foundation, right? So he's got to do with the past. King of Wands usually is Sagittarius, could be Leo, could be Aries. What's hidden? We do have a lion, okay, in the Light Seers Tarot. So it does signify many times the Leo energy, or someone who is a leader in their own life, in the position that they have in their own life, in business. That could mean many things. So let's see what's hidden. We have the Seven of Cups. That's the Neptune energy. Of course, it can mean having choices. But remember that Neptune in the position it is in Pisces, it's squaring the nodes. So it can be a lot of confusion about fairness, justice, balance, relationships of all sorts. Recent past, Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo card. Virgo is all about the details. Remember, it's looking at and reading between the lines, providing a service. Okay, sometimes with the Knight of Pentacles, we see the horses actually stop. There's a stuck energy with it. Here we see that the querent has gotten off their horse and they're actually walking. So they're taking the action, but it's very slow moving, right? So let's see what's happening in the now. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, again, is the Virgo card. A lot of Virgo energies. Virgo, Libra. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles is someone who stands strong. They know their worth. This is also the single card. And, of course, the Knight of Pentacles is always holding that pentacle. So something to do with a... you could call it a group effort, but it looks like both people are standing alone, doing the work on their own. Now, Knight of Pentacles, remember that knights are always about action. So the action with the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, it's very stable. And of course, it's all about the details, ironing out those creases, planning, strategizing, right? Virgo is the left brain, it's logic. So we see here that, and even in this card, I mean, look at all the pentacles. He's holding the 10th pentacle and he's walking with it. which is he's moving towards the Nine of Pentacles. So if this is a relationship, it's been long-standing. But obviously with the Nine of Pentacles, it does speak of someone being single. Maybe someone has left a commitment, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's that he's leaving the Ten of Pentacles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, he's leaving the 10 Pentacles. So he's leaving a situation behind, and he's ready to move into a new situation, something that he's been studying. This could be even a business, right? Could be a partnering up, or leaving a chapter in the past. Remember, this is the recent past, and the King of Wands could be someone that is someone that's very creative, or someone that's driven by their passion, their desires. Here, because if we're dealing with someone that's got fire and earth, okay, in the recent past they've been using their earth energy, so more about strategizing. And I'm going to say, because many times the Knight of Pentacles could be a halt, remember, could have to do with world matters, the lockdown. Many things could come into the situation, or could be interfering in this situation. Let's see what's on the highest part of the reading, which is goals, aspirations. We've got Five of Swords. Five of Swords, a lot of mental disability, I'm going to say here, because of confusion. That's how I see the Five of Swords. As you can see, he's holding his head. So it's got a lot to do. Something's eating at his thoughts, his perception. We've got a interference here, and maybe even dark thoughts about change. Maybe someone is not wanting change here. Remember that swords are all about our perception, their words, their cutting words, cutting thoughts. Okay, someone is in a bit of a juxtaposition about leaving a situation that was troubling them, confusing them. Maybe this was too much to handle where perception is concerned, or where truth is concerned. Okay, so this is a mental disability, I'm going to call it, which can be relating to many situations. Of course, this is a general reading. What I notice in the background is someone that is either needing their freedom from a difficult place that they're in, and this could be what's sort of halting their growth, them moving towards their goals and their aspirations. This could even be their social standing, could be a career, could be many things. Let's see what the action and advice is. We've got the Four of Swords. So obviously from Five to the Four of Swords, this is like taking a step back. And I feel that this is whatever's happened in this area, someone needs to heal. Remember, the Four of Swords is slowing down, doing nothing, needing to heal, needing to clear the mind, to clear the pain, the wounds that have come, because this is after the Three of Swords. And remember that the Five of Swords many times is too many people in the situation, right? Five of Swords says that someone has got the strength, the mental strength. I feel here with the confusion, there is a lot of confusion. So there may have been misconception, deception, misunderstandings, a lot to do with imbalance because of words, because of thoughts, and because of, and I'm going to say, confusion, because remember that Neptune has been squaring the nodes for quite some time. So this stoppage, this blockage, where clarity, truth, and understanding has been, I would say, the blockage here. So let's see what the outcome is. We have the Page of Cups, which again is Pisces. Page of Cups could be an offer that's coming through. It could be a matter surrounding a child, but this could also mean an apology. Remember that the pages are always messengers. So there could be a message coming through. That could tip the scale to someone leaving a situation where they were not happy. And why do I say that? We've got 7 cups and the 8th cup comes through. Remember, 8 of cups is leaving a situation that did not fulfill one's life, right? Emotionally, psychologically, physically. And we see someone heading off into a new direction. Let's see what Spirit has here. We've got the 3 of Swords. There it is. There it is. So there's been a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. We've got the 3, 4, and 5 of Swords, everyone. Let's see what else we've got from Spirit. We've got the 8 of Wands, which is also flight travel. Remember that the 8 of Cups, I'm going to say, which I just felt here, is all about covering ground. It's like emotionally being checked out of a situation. This could also mean communication coming through, maybe even to clear the air, because the 8 of Wands is all about our desires, it's our passion. Look at the cards here. We've got 9 Wands, which means there's trust issues here. Someone's been through a lot, but they're still standing. You know, they've got one more step before they can complete a situation, close the door on a chapter that's finished. 8 of Wands is also quick energies. So we move from that stuck energy. We move from that now with a message that's coming through. And the energies are pacing, like they're quickening up. And this is like a sense of freedom with these 8 of Wands, because we're sending out those messages. We're creating. What is fire? It's all about creation, remember. Let's take another card there. We've got the Hermit. So the Hermit, remember, is a 9, one step before that wheel of fate. Virgo, again, is all about having looked at, there's wisdom here, having looked at those details that were maybe missing. Let's take this card, because we've got Virgo, we've got Libra energies here, and we've got the Tower, everyone, which is an awakening and a major shift. Okay, what do we have beneath? We've got the Star. So it's all about the Aquarian energy. Remember, Aquarius is using the right mind. Virgo is more about the left logic mind. Now, Mercury is just ready to dip into Aquarius. So I believe that, as I've been saying, even in my last reading, that at the time of Aquarius, and also with Mercury now having moved into Aquarius, the energies will pick up. It's having the logic. It's quick messages. It's the internet, right? The Star. So there is a card of hope here, but also something that was maybe at a distance. We are moving into the Aquarian energy. All the planets are going to move into Aquarius very soon. And Mercury will be retrograding there, which means situations, people come back from the past for redirecting, clearing, fixing, whatever it is. What's beneath? And we've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is my Gemini card. Again, it's a messenger. A message of truth, a message of clarity. Let's see what the Black Moon astrology has. So we've got Scorpio energies, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, of course, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's see. There's a lot about air energy. There's a lot about perceptions. And we've got 2 cards that fell through. We have Neptune, which means lack of clarity, confusion. And we've got 3rd house and messages, which 3rd house is Gemini. And it's naturally ruled by Mercury, as is Virgo. So the confusion will clear, I feel. And there's been a sacrifice here. Remember that Neptune is the hanging man in the tarot. And of course, Neptune, everyone, is a social media. It's the media. It is anything that is an illusion, right? But here with the third house, it's all about communication. And we know that the North Node is in the third house in the natural horoscope in Gemini. So there's things to do with fate. Okay, Neptune is also faith. So you get my drift, right? So we've got a 10 and a 27. Again, 27 equals 9. Here we've got a 10 of, okay, so it's sort of like 10 and then a 9. Trying to end a cycle, complete something, but then we're taking a step back. And that could be happening around Mercury retrograde, which is happening end of January and into the first 3 weeks of February. Also, this turns into a 1, so it does add up to a 10, and 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. Let's look at the Lenormand. I love the Tower, everyone. I absolutely love it. Why? Because what we've been trying to see, we will see. And this is help from Spirit, bringing in that shift, that Tower moment, which I know it's going to sound funny, but Mars coming up to Uranus, okay, because Uranus, remember, is all about seeing things. It's the internet. It's also because Uranus is going to be squared by Saturn, and Mars will be there. So a lot to do with seeing things clearly, things that were not communicated, the miscommunications, all that will be shown with that Tower. Now, we know the Tower is not an easy moment, but it brings things into perspective, and this is an awakening. So those who were sleeping, right, in an illusion will see the truth. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We have the cross, which means faith, but it's also a burden. We have the clock, which is timing, 36 and 37. Interesting, right? And remember that the clock is very Saturnian. It's all about divine timing and integrity. We've got the lilies, and the lily is, it's the Empress quality for me. It does speak of a divine love, a motherly love, a pure energy. It's also very much about intimacy. And we've got the child. So what this says to me, because how I feel here is that, remember, we've had the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius, which was sort of like a rebirth of Jesus, right? Something divine is trying to come through for humanity. Remember, that was a very rare moment. It hasn't happened for how many years, and in the sign of Aquarius, everyone. And we've got, this does indicate Mother Mary. Remember, she was impregnated, and she gave birth to Jesus, right? And we've got the child here. So those of you that are more religious, that's another message here, which means whatever sacrifice has been made and whatever is changing, because we've got a 13 here, which is Scorpio. Scorpio is all about transformation. We've also got the Tower, which is, for me, it's usually Uranus in Taurus. Whatever abrupt changes or harsh awakenings are happening are going to bring in a rebirth. Okay, the birth of something new, something spiritually and divinely and pure into humanity, but also into our own lives, if this is your journey that I'm reading here. Remember what I said before, that it's got something to do with a child, or I'm going to say the birth of a child. Remember that also third house, Gemini, is about youth. It's the student, it's learning. And Mercury can indicate a child. Wow, that's really interesting. We've got a card which is blocking the information here. Archangel Michael, let's see what's beneath here. There's the 11, everyone. There is the whip. Justice. Look at that. That's being hidden from us. And we've got a 23 and an 11. I've got the goosebumps. Whatever nuisance, losses, debilitations where justice is concerned is happening, and whatever blockage is in the way for this new portal, this destiny's gate to open for humanity and for your own life, somehow it's being blocked. But I'm going to say, do not lose the faith. It's all about Saturn and karma. Justice is here though. Goosebumps on my goosebumps, everyone. This is crazy. So let's see what's going on. So we've got the mother and the child here. The mother and the child. And I believe that, as I said, the Empress is all about, it's very motherly. So this is divine protection, okay? We've got the mother protecting the child, okay? Whatever we're giving birth to, there is a sense of protection, needing to protect or being protected if you're in the position of the child. You get my drift. Also, the pure energy means Virgo. It's all about being of service, providing a service where health is concerned. There are pure energies, and remember that it's all about healthy situations. We've got a lot of Pisces. Pisces is spiritual, I'm going to say warfare, discomfort. That's why we've got the Five of Swords here. Let's see what the Mystic Moon Oracles has for the reading today. Let's make some more space here. We have Observer, the Aquarian energy. Someone is checking someone out. They're spying on the internet. Something's going on with social media here. Someone's following you, watching you, checking you out if you've been ghosted by someone. Whatever that means, okay, Aquarius, again, we've got a question mark, which means something's going to be shown, communicated. What is Aquarius? It's groups and associations. It's wishes and dreams, yes. Or wish fulfillment, if you get what I mean. It's also groups, but also friendships, being the odd one out in a group, doing things differently in a new way. It's a scientific way. It's the maverick. Let's see what else. We have cycles. And cycles is a situation that's happened again and again. Okay, things coming back again, which means in the time of Aquarius, that something is happening with this cycle. And we've got an offer here. An offer can mean many, many things, everyone. So maybe this offer has been trying to come through. Maybe there was a blockage, remember? Or maybe it wasn't time for this offer to come through, and now it will be. Remember that Aquarius is very much about new things. We've moved into newness. Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is the old traditional, but it's also in the sign of something new. And we've got commitment here. This could be a job, this could be a business, this could be a relationship, right? Okay. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to just pause for a second to restart. Okay, let's get some cards and see what's going on. So let's have a look at this King of Wands. have the Seven of Wands. So this King of Wands had to fight for something. Seven of Wands is conflict again. It's also someone that's blocking a situation. But we've got the Eighth Wand. Remember, it's right here, everyone. Okay, so 8 Wands, which means if someone's blocked you or gaslighted you, they've been, maybe they've had situations in their life which they could not produce, create something or move to the next phase. Okay, they were up against a lot, or as I said, for whatever reason, this person had a lot that they were up against. They could not act, react, or whatever it is for you. Let's look at these Seven of Cups. A couple of sevens here. What's in the hidden? We've got the Ten of Wands. So someone has packed their bags, or someone is thinking of packing their bags. The Ten of Wands, remember what I said about the wands before. So what you don't know is someone is starting, they've got a lot of options that they're looking at, but it does deal with a completion of a burden here. And still there is confusion. I'm going to say it's only a matter of time, because tens turns into an ace. So Ten of Wands turns into the Ace of Wands. So this person is ready to create now. Let's look at that Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the Emperor, everyone. The Emperor. Aries, Taurus energies. We know that the Emperor is someone that does not show emotion. He is a leader. He is above all. Could be the King of Wands. Could be the same person for others of you. Maybe someone else. Another person that you're dealing with. This could also say that the King of Wands now turns into the Emperor. He's in charge of his life, in charge of a business, in charge of a situation. Okay, so let's have a look at the Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, a soulmate connection. Someone is single now because they're moving into a soulmate connection. They feel called to unite. They feel called to this union, and they needed to be able to stand alone, independent, and know their worth. Let's take another card on that. And we've got the Chariot. There's another 7. This speaks of travel, movement, covering a lot of ground, moving towards victory. Why do we have the Five of Swords? This is also moving homes, right? We've got someone having packed their bags and they're off on their way, moving towards a new home or a place they feel would be their home. They feel called to it. Okay, remember Cancer it's got a lot to do with the past. Could also be from a past lifetime. Okay, remember this is major arcana. We've got the Six of Wands, victory, recognition, success. Congratulations are in order here. Now, Six of Wands can also speak of ego. Let's see what else we have. We have the High Priestess. Someone listening to their higher self, because some things just don't add up with that Five of Swords. They don't add up, so they're using their intuition. Okay, they feel their calling and they're moving into, they've grown spiritually, obviously, the High Priestess, that's what she's all about. But she's also about secrets. Now, secrets, we know that the High Priestess has a deep knowing. And again, we've got the Virgo Pisces energy. So our physical health versus our spiritual, psychological, mental health. And the High Priestess can be many times that third person, that other woman, if you know what I mean. But she's also very, very spiritual. Interesting that just around the corner, I mean, we've got Aquarius, Pisces, right? Pisces comes after Aquarius. So could this be talking around the time of Aquarius and Pisces, I'm going to say, because we've also got the Seven of Cups here, which is the Pisces energy. And Pisces is an ending of a major cycle. Why do we have the Four of Swords in the action and advice? We've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, of course. We've got strong Pisces here. We've got Cancer and we've got Scorpio. So it could be any water sign. Queen of Cups, open to love. Selfless, having given, but being heartbroken because of the Three of Swords, right? Let's see what else. We've got the mother and a child here. Now, this could be, of course, remember what I said, that the Queen of Cups is very motherly and she gives selflessly. And we were talking about the mother and the child here. And we've got the Four of Cups, another four. Four of Cups, remember, and I'm going to bring it back to the cycles here, which I always say with the Four of Cups, it's got something to do with a home, with an unhappy situation, with a home, with a family, with a marriage, maybe also about timing, because remember we've got the clock here. Also matters of timing, which can have to do with these cycles. Now the offer is here again, and we've also got the Page of Cups here. If we put the cups together here, we've got 5 cups. So this is mourning a loss from the past, but those 2 cups are still standing. And this could also be regrets, not having accepted a cup because of timing, because of the door being closed, because of many situations concerning the past, I would say. Could be also a karmic past. It's all about divine timing, everyone. Let's look at this Page of Cups. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Strength card. So we've got Virgo, Leo here. The Strength card, courage. Having done the work, having covered the ground of, building on that foundation. Now, this could be something to do with work, yes. Or, remember the Virgo energy again, doing the work. Doing the work and providing a service, maybe even a mother to a child or a mother to a family. Someone having done the work, done the obligations. And now it's more about receiving. But remember that the Strength card means trusting in your higher self, trusting in your ability to get to the finish line with whatever you're trying to manifest. But the Strength card also speaks of patience. Okay, let's see. Let's take another card there. Could also be matters of ego here, because Leo can be, the shadow side of Leo can speak of ego. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles, the Capricorn card. And I feel that here, another 7. We've got all the 7s here. There's been a lot of conflict, no doubt. But if you can see this picture here, we've got the growth here already. And the Pentacles, so the values, the seeds have been planted. This tree has got roots. So it's been a long-standing situation. And remember that the Seven of Pentacles, again, being the Capricorn card, I do feel that as the Sun is still, and even Venus, moving through the sign of Capricorn, this door will not open until the Aquarian season. That's what I'm feeling here. And remember again that this speaks of investing, doing the hard work. What is Capricorn? We know that Capricorn is a leader in their own right. Capricorn leads. So does Leo. So let's take another card, because remember that Leo is right across from Aquarius, which means whatever's going on in Aquarius, as all the planets are going to squeeze into Aquarius, right opposite is Leo, which obviously makes a big difference for the Leo energy, the Leo people. Okay? let's look at that Star card. We've got the Two of Pentacles, so someone's making a decision. Things are still up in the air, okay? And when things are up in the air, they're not grounded, are they? So they're not based in reality. It's more about airy-fairy, something that's still at a distance, but I feel that the distance is, we're honing in on that distance. Let's see. And we've got the Six of Swords, everyone, which means Five of Swords, Six of Swords, moving slowly towards leaving that dark past. And I feel that that's all about following our brighter star, following our wishes, our hopes, with a sense of healing. Let's look at this tower, everyone. What's this tower about? Spirit, archangels, what is this tower? Where is this tower taking us? We've got the sun, and I think that's it, everyone. That is it. We know, all of us know what the sun means. Okay, it's even children. We've created something. There's that Empress energy. Even though the Empress is not here, we've got the Two of Wands, which means we're still blocked. We've got a lot to do with the being blocked because of the lockdown. I feel that someone is looking out to the distance. The world is our oyster as long as this lockdown ends, because what I know is that it's around the corner. We're very close to that. And the Empress means we've got the power to create, to manifest. Even if it's not about motherhood, it can be a literal motherhood for some of you, trying to fall pregnant, let's say. And the sun is the heart. Now, I do feel that someone is making a choice. They're leaving a situation that needed to teach them something. And it was very karmic, remember what I said in the beginning of the reading, right? I have a new deck here, Island Time Wellness, it's called. And I'd like to just take one card on this Seven of Pentacles, please, Spirit. One last card on this Seven of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Swords here, which means communication. It's Aquarius. That's my Aquarius card, everyone. Wow. This is communication. This is truth coming through, yes. So let's take a couple of cards here, 3 cards. If this is a love relationship, and we've got the Emperor and the King of Wands, and we've got the Emperor with the King of Swords. Now, this could be a same-sex relationship for some of you, okay? For others of you, obviously, I would team together the King of Wands with the Emperor. For others of you, it could be just the same person. They could be in a commitment and they're making the choice, choosing you. But what I see is here that someone now is becoming single. They're standing strong. They know their worth. They're moving towards a soulmate connection. And it's all about taking charge and moving towards that. Remember that in the traditional tarot, we've got the covering of the Chariot, which shows the stars. And the stars are Aquarius. So let's take 3 cards and see. And I'm going to say that the King of Swords as an energy is all about truth, justice, okay? Doing the right thing. Remember that he's very intellectual. He's very intellectual, very ingenious. He's got an ingenious mind. But it's all about truth and communicating that and standing strong and severing ties with whatever has been blocking or an injustice or whatever that is. And we know that he could be also a legal representative. So let's see, please, Spirit, what's going on. We have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Very similar to that Six of Wands. We have girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used. Enable and boundaries. So girl with a snake, the snake is very much the serpent, which can mean the other woman, remember with the high priestess, but also the snake can mean transformation. And well, it does speak of narcissist, empath and narcissist. So this is like a someone who, it's like a leech. Someone has been sucked, their energy has been sucked, and this is something very unhealthy. Okay, very unhealthy. It does also go back to, you know, the Garden of Eden with Eve and that poisonous apple and the serpent. So let's take one more card, and we've got stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Wow. This speaks of deception. There's no doubt about that. There is deception, but we've also got the abundance card. Now, for some of you, I mean, you don't have to take this reading as the order that the cards are in. I'm going to see what's at the bottom of the deck here. And we've got palm tree, stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So we're not all on the same timeline, remember? There has been deception, there's been lies, but remember that girl with the snake is poison, but it's also healing, everyone. Okay? So I feel that through justice, through fairness, and through karmic justice, things will come into balance. But as I said, we're still going through a lot right now. The thing is that the King of Swords, he can sever ties. He can sever ties with his past where there's been deception. But many times, you know that the King of Swords, if he shows up in the reverse, he's someone who's holding back on their truth, or he's someone who's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. So it's going to be different for everyone. All right? Let's take a message from Gaia. We know that the sun always brings clarity and healing. Whatever risk you've taken, okay, the sun also brings healing. Here's the card. Oh wow, 3 cards? Okay, let's read them. Thank you, Spirit. Thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity, and we've got the sun shining brightly here, and it's a number 11. We have eternal dance, number 19. 19 is also the sun. Movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. And we have also intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart, and number 7. So listen out. There will be serendipity. You will receive clarity. As I said here with, because this is a number 29, it does equal the 11. 11, that open door. Number 19, again, the sun. It does speak of the wheel of life, which is the wheel, the fated wheel, right? Path of least resistance and intuitive communication. So I will leave it there. I'm not going to read from the book today. Let's just add these numbers. So we've got a 1 here because this turns into a 10. We've got a 1 and a 7 equals 8. And 11 is 29. Again, it's the 11, everyone. It's number 11. And remember that 11 is, it's that new doorway. Of course, if you add up a 1 and a 1 and it equals 2, which speaks of balance, and of course justice is all about that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all well and just wishing for the best outcome possible in what's going on in the US, as the whole world is watching, everyone. Keep the faith, stay strong, and we always know and remember that the light, a speck of light, brings the clarity into a dark room. It brings the healing. It brings, it's an opening of the soul. and believing that the light always wins in the end. Okay? Ta-da, everyone. I will catch up with you in the next couple of days again. Love and light. Look out for those readings coming up. Press on that notification bell if you have not. And thank you so much for those of you that are waiting on personal readings. Thank you for your patience. As I've been telling you, I'm overbooked right now. So if you're hoping to order a personal reading, just know that January is practically booked out. And thank you again for your trust, your love, and your support. Ta-da, everyone.